Hi guys, this is Maya from Inspired Life and I would like to welcome you to April Numerology Forecast. So let's get to it. So if you're new here, I do monthly numerology forecasts, meditations, tips on personal development, and vlogs from my life to inspire you to live your life in a conscious and inspired way. So if that's something that interests you, hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I upload next. Thank you for your support and for being here. Now let's dive into the April forecast. Spring is in the air, nature is blooming, and as everything awakens, so do we have an opportunity for a new beginning. So last month was all about endings, completion, and kind of ending of a cycle of sorts. In numerology, we talk about cycles of 9, and this month is number 1, which marks the beginning of a brand new cycle. How exciting is that? So if you felt stuck and you feel like you are not where you want to be this year just yet, don't fret, because now is actually perfect timing to start over. So it is a good time to kind of look back at your New Year's resolutions and kind of see where you want it to be by the end of this year, because we are marking the beginning of a new cycle this month, which means if we're talking about cycles of 9, it is time to kind of look forward and set things in motion where we want to be by the end of this year. So by December. Okay, so here are my 5 tips to make the most of this month. I'm going to start with something really creative, and that is creating a vision board. Talking about your big vision, where you want to be by the end of this year, connect with that vision, maybe what you decided at the beginning of the year, but felt like things were not moving forward. Well, now is a great energy to build on that vision. So I want to start you off with a really fun process. If you've never created a vision board, I can tell you it's super fun and you can do it in many different ways. So I personally created a lot of vision boards, and honestly, this works, and I have manifested my life in Paris that way, a lot of travels, and many things like this. So it's worth a shot. You have nothing to lose, and it's kind of a fun process to get into. So how can you make your vision board? So there are 3 ways that you can do this. The first one is get a cardboard or any kind of big paper that you can stick things onto. So the way I normally do it is I get my favorite magazines and then I just flip through and find inspiring images that are related to my big vision and just cut those images out or some inspiring words, and then just play around with it and stick them on the board in a way that I like. And it's a super fun creative process. There are no rules. You can really go with your flow and how you like it. I personally love making collages. It's really nice to kind of play around with these images and words. You can put affirmations or anything that really inspires you, or you can even write down your goals as if they are already manifested. For example, I'm super grateful for my life in Paris. I have wonderful friends and supportive family. My business is thriving. Whatever you want to really manifest. That's really a nice way to do it. And then when you finish, you can put it on the wall or somewhere where you see it every day. This is actually how I manifested my life in Paris. I put a lot of images of Paris all around me and on my vision board as well. So every day I would look at images from Paris, and that made me feel like I was already there. And sooner than expected, of course, I was actually there living my best life. So, you know, it's worth it. Second way you can do it is a digital board. You can do it in Canva. I actually did it in a Word document as well. It's really easy. You just pick images from the internet you can find on Pinterest or wherever. Even Canva has a lot of free images that you can use, and you place them on the document how you would like them to be, and you can really get creative with that as well. You have a lot of layout templates in Canva, so you can create those images and add text as well as you'd like. What I normally do is I put it on my desktop, so every time I open my computer I see those images, and that reminds me where I'm going, where I want to be, and what I would like my life to be. And again, sooner than you think, you kind of start seeing it in your reality. And the third way to make a vision board, which is another thing that I'm doing these days, is I do it in my bullet journal. I pick images that I like and just make a vision board across 2 pages and add words that inspire me on those pages. So every time I open my journal, I see my mini vision board. And this is something that you can do actually every month for the month, or you can do it for the whole year. In this case, I would advise you to build a vision board for the next 9 months. Where do you see yourself by the end of this year? Tip number 2 is in alignment again with setting things in motion where we want to be. So think about your big goals and write them down. It's all about setting those intentions, especially on April 1st when we have the new moon, when it's always good to set intentions. On this particular new moon, and especially in April, it's important to think long term. So not something that you would like to manifest only this month, but again for the whole year, what you would like to accomplish or manifest. So think about where you would like to be in your business or career. What are your financial goals? Do you have any body goals, like reaching your ideal weight or level of fitness? What would you like to see in your personal life, your friendships and romantic situation, family life, travel? You can group them in your personal business goals, spiritual growth, but think about all the segments of your life. What would you like to see in all of those areas? Now, what I like to do every month is a wheel of life, and this is something I dive into a little deeper in my free workshop, Design and Manifest Your Ideal Life. And I'm gonna link it here below so you can check it out, because I explain everything about it and how you can use this tool to consciously design your lifestyle. And what we do in this exercise is evaluate all of the areas of our life and set goals for each one. So you can do it in that way as well if that feels good to you. Otherwise, just write down in your journal what you would like to see happen by the end of this year. Tip number 3, try or learn something new. Now, this month is all about movement and starting new things. So it's really important to expand your horizons, grow as a person, and kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit. So if you wanted to start a new course, that could be it. Learning a skill that you've been thinking about but you've never done. It can be trying a new hobby, watching an inspirational or educational video or a documentary that will help you kind of gain insight on a topic that you feel passionate about. So think about things that you wanted to pursue but never did, and maybe go for it this month. It will definitely help you kind of move into a new direction, because that's the energy of this month, moving forward, moving in a new direction. Remember, if you don't change a thing in your life, then nothing else can change. But if you do expand and learn new things, then it can really open up your mind to new possibilities, and then magic can happen. Tip number 4, create new rituals. Again, if you're stuck in a rut, you feel like your life is the same every day, you're just going to work and then, doing the usual stuff. Try switching up your routine a little bit and doing things out of the ordinary. So maybe you want to introduce a new self-care regime, go to different places every week, try new workouts, pretty much whatever feels aligned, but breaking that routine a little bit. Again, if nothing changes in your life, if you're still doing the same things, you can't expect your life to change for the better. If you're in a good place, great. Still worth changing things up a little bit, because it really changes your energy, and therefore you can allow new and better things to come into your life. It can always get better, I think. So it's about those little baby steps that you will do every day, every week, every month, that you switch things up a little bit, that make a big difference. So it doesn't have to be a major transformation, doesn't have to be something huge that you're gonna do. These can be really little things that you do every day that will kind of start changing your life and aligning with that big vision where you want to see yourself by the end of this year. So for example, if you want to lose weight, then maybe you will start a new training, or you'll hire a trainer, and then you're gonna introduce some new workouts every week. Or maybe if you feel like you need a peace of mind, then you will start meditating every day, or do a challenge like I like to do. I actually have one on YouTube that you can check out, a breathe and flow challenge. It's a 21-day challenge. It's totally free. Might be worth a shot to give it a go and see how that feels. Remember, you are in charge of your life, and only you can decide to change things for the better. So find those things that could elevate everything and start doing them. No more procrastination. This is movement forward. Tip number 5, focus on your independence. Now, number 1 is all about freedom and the freedom lifestyle, freedom to be your authentic self in everything you do and say, freedom to live a life of your own design. So if there is freedom missing in some of those segments in your life, it will be a good opportunity to switch things up and see how you can change that. In what ways can you be more independent? In what ways can you be more true to yourself and honor who you truly are is going to be the focus of this month. So think about that and see where your life needs adjusting and bring some much needed changes. Altogether, number 1 is a pretty good number. It's a number of new beginnings, fresh new energy, new opportunities. So look out and see what is available to you right now. Maybe you're not even seeing it, but it's really worth it to keep your energy open. You might be surprised at what is possible. This year has been kind of a up and down, and we had a lot of inner work that we had to do, but now is really a time to move forward into the direction where we want to be. It's really exciting. I feel it's so aligned that it's like a beginning of the new year, because it's spring, so it kind of makes sense that we are starting something fresh. So use this opportunity to start new projects, launch your business, start school, or whatever feels right for you, basically. Just to remind you, this is the general vibe of April. It's always good to look at your personal numerology as well, because that can give you more insights on where you are in this moment. I explain more about it in my video Planning with Numerology. I'm gonna link it here so you can check that out and see for yourself where you are in your personal cycle. But yeah, it's gonna be a really good month, and I'm wishing you all the best, sending you loving support. So let me know if this resonates and what are your intentions for this month. I would love to hear from you guys, so comment down below. And of course, if this video brought you some insights, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support. Until the next video, namaste. Bye.